Rafat and Hasti, these two university students in Kabul, are heartbroken as their dreams have been shattered after the Taliban-run administration suspended women from tertiary education. Rafat and Hasti are worried about their futures as all their hopes, plans, and dreams have been shattered.
وقتی که صنفیای من برای من گفتن خب واقعا خیلی گریه کردم. من دفعتا موادهای درسی همه پیش رویم بود و شب تا صبح ما همه دوستا بیدار بودیم، اصلا خواب به چشم ما نمی آمد. زمانی که صبح شد ما فکر کردیم دیگر زندگی و خانم‌ها در افغانستان وجود نداره، چون همه راه ها و چیزهایی را که ما به خاطر تحقق رویاها و اهداف ما می پیمودیم بر ما بستن.
The scenes outside universities in Afghanistan turned emotional as soon as the Higher Education Ministry announced the decision to bar women from attending classes. Many students expressed their anger at the Taliban, who swept to power in August of 2021. The Taliban initially promised that any progressive achievements would not be reversed and that their rule would be moderate. However, they have failed to live up to their promises. In Jalalabad city, for example, a protest was held outside the university. Protesters held signs and chanted slogans attempting to seek justice. The ban on women students is likely to complicate the Taliban administration's efforts to gain international recognition and to remove sanctions that are severely hampering Afghanistan's economy. The recent decision to ban women has drawn condemnation from foreign governments and the United Nations.
What it is, it's clearly another broken promise from the Taliban. We have seen since their takeover, and also in the past months, just a lessening of the space for women, not only in education, but access to public areas, their non-participation in the public debate. It's another very troubling move, and it's difficult to imagine how a country can develop, can deal with all of the challenges that it has without the active participation of women and the education of women.
The Taliban's decision to restrict women from education drew fierce rebuke from the G7 and even the Arab world. India also condemned the Taliban's decision and said New Delhi has consistently supported women's education in Afghanistan.
The United States has repeatedly...
The United States said that a change in policies on women's education is needed before it can formally consider recognizing the Taliban-run administration in Kabul.
The reality on the ground, more than 1 year after the Taliban takeover, is dire. The Taliban has restricted the enjoyment of human rights by women and girls. This includes their right to education, movement, and peaceful assembly, as well as women's right to work.
According to the United Nations, human rights violations against women and girls have increased significantly in Afghanistan since the Taliban takeover. It said the Taliban has systematically excluded women and girls from public life and has failed to fulfill its initial promises of providing rights to women within Sharia law. In May of 2022, the Taliban decreed that women must cover their faces in public and instructed them to remain in their homes except in cases of necessity. Women are also banned from traveling long distances without a male chaperone, and unchaperoned women are increasingly being denied access to essential services. Barring women from higher education is another nail in the coffin for the long-suffering women of Afghanistan.